Mm-hmm.
Okay? Sandy, you're working on learning all the equipment and recording and the video business and all that. I love it. And me, I'm on camera. That's my deal. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm saying to you, turn to your left. What do you see? Don't go 5 feet. What can you reach out and touch? Do that. What can you reach out and touch?
The chair.
Same thing? All right? And me, I cannot touch the camera unless I become Gumby. But I can touch Faryn. All right? I can touch Faryn. This is what it's about for me, really. It's touching people. Because that's all it's about. What's the next thing, honey?
It all boils down to one thing. What do you love?
What do you love? What do you love, honey? Tell me. What's important in your life?
Family.
And I didn't tell you, but that number 24, for those of you who are born on the 24th, you're going to love home and family. You're going, as I said, the art and music are going to be especially important to you. But food, you're going to have a love for cooking, either cooking or entertaining. And you do both of those things. I'm very, very well aware of. Okay, go ahead.
What are you interested in? What are you attracted to? That's right, I said, what do you really love? Mm-hmm. How much are you willing to sacrifice for the things you love? Yes, you can have anything or be anything that you desire. That goes without saying. But the real essence of the matter is, can you do what you want to do and still be where you are now?
That's the question. Can you do and be what you love to do and be where you are now? That's it. That's the answer. Because a lot of people say, I need to move, I need to change jobs, I need to do this. Well, all that's going to happen. All that's going to happen in the divine plan. But you have to be where you are right now, doing what you love right now. Right, Sandy? Don't you agree? I mean, you have to be consumed with what you love. You have to have the passion for what you love. You're not going to go to another house and get a better house, or go to another job and get a better job. You're going to carry you with you. So you've got to be full of that passion and full of what you love when you travel, wherever you travel. Okay, go ahead.
Better yet, does what you want to do include those things you care about? There's always an exchange involved in the process of aspiring to do something else.
Okay, stop right there, honey. See, that's the thing. We say, okay, I want something else. I want something other than what I have. Well, in order to have that something else, something has to change. Because the something else you want, if you're going to get it, is going to change what you have. You see, you can't remain the same. Seasons change, people don't. So the season it will change by bringing in something else. I want to stop right here and that looks like a puzzled look. Give it to me. No puzzled look. Okay, it's all right. You can have, now this is really, see if this is going to puzzle you. You can have anything you want. Anything. Anybody, anything, any desire, grand that you could make it. You can have it and possess it and incorporate it into your world. Anything, Faryn, when you no longer want it. Now, what did I say?
Can have it when you no longer want it?
What does that mean to you, honey? You're young. What does that possibly mean to you?
When you want something, maybe you think that it's going to change your life or make it better or have an impact, but then when you no longer feel that it's going to have an impact, you kind of release the feeling that you want it. And then
wow. Where did she get that wisdom? Honey, you're only 21. That's pretty doggone sharp. Thanks. You can have anything you want when you no longer want it. Mm-hmm. And you got it. Okay, go ahead, sweetie. Read some more.
Well, you took the dice away. I'll miss where I was at.
Oh, go. Wing it, baby.
This exchange may or may not be to your liking, according to how honest you are with yourself and others. The exchange may be too difficult to handle, yet on the other hand, it could be as simple as you acknowledging to yourself that you can't have it all. Something or someone is going to have to leave in order for you to make room necessary to receive your passionate abode.
So in order to vacuum the floor, you got to empty the bag? Mm-hmm. Even those bagless deals?
Yep.
When they fill up. So your life as it currently exists, just like this, in order to, and it's full, your life is full, regardless of whether you think you're missing something or not, it's full, it's pretty much full. If it's not full with anything but gripes and complaints, it's full. Mm-hmm. So in order for something else to come in, something has to go out, right? Exactly. That's in that quantum physics book somewhere. Okay, shut that up. That's enough of that book, I think. Mm-hmm. I love that. All right. So now I was going to do that astrological chart, and where I was going to go with that, tonight we have 9 degrees, well, it was at 6:30 tonight. It was 9 degrees Scorpio rising. And that 9, where am I going to pick that up? Well, let's go over here to some, what's this? Let's see if we can't find some 9. The first 9, baby, okay? You can take a bunch of them. Look yourself. Whichever one gets one first is great. I don't care.
Right there.
You got a 9? That'll work for me. All right, let's find it. Let's find it in that book. Which one was it? Number 9?
No.
Which one? The Disciple. That's pretty. The Disciple. All right, look at the front and all your 9s. Let's see, can't we find it? All right, look at your 9s and find what page in The Disciple. There you go. Turn to it, baby, and read. Let's see what we got going on in this book. Everything's connected. Everything.
Which one? The oracle or the commentary?
Let's go with the oracle.
Sons and daughters turn to a mother and a father and to parents. The children of children establish a dynasty. It is the disciples who found the faith. The disciples must have even greater discernment than the teacher. The disciples' contribution is to fix the teacher's
contribution
is to fix the teacher's creation as cement or clay sets hard like someone's stone for future use.
Okay, are we talking about that? Set cement. That's in beds I'm talking about last night. Okay, read that one right there, honey. Go ahead and read the commentary.
Few people begin with an ardent desire to teach. The artist prefers to create and the business people to transact.
Okay, stop. Now, we talked about you are an artist.
Yes.
The art is first for those of you born on the 24th or have a 24, but there's a whole lot of numbers that refer to art. 24 just happens to be one of them. And what this is talking about, few people begin with the ardent desire to teach. The artist prefers to create and the business person to transact. And the mystic can't take time off contemplation to instruct others. But sometimes, go ahead.
But sometimes this need to teach presses upon us. Just as no one knows how to be a parent until he or she has children, so no one ever thinks that they really know enough to teach. The situation draws it out of us, children, pupils.
I love it. Okay? The situation draws it out of us. What this is saying, find your abode. Find your abode. Seasons change, people don't. You're in a situation to learn. And if you're learning it, then the next thing to do is to teach it. Yes? But few people want to teach, is what it's saying.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
They all draw knowledge, understanding, and wisdom out of us. They also test our patience and provoke strong judgments, as well as inspiring love and compassion. All
right. Tonight, as I said, in this astrological chart, we have 9 degrees Scorpio rising. We took a book and we opened up and found The Disciple, is what this one is, the oracle. And what it's saying is, people turn in just ordinary people, because we're all ordinary. The most extraordinary thing to be in this world is ordinary. Because it doesn't take any talent at all to be extraordinary. None. But because it's easy, we came to this planet as gods in the making. Masters of divine essence. We've just forgotten our heritage. But what it's hard to do is to be human and to be ordinary. And it's saying people turn into mothers. They turn into fathers. Whether they want to or not, it's placed upon them. I mean, of course they want the children. I'm not talking about that. But this role, what do? You learn through experience. Your life with your children is you're going to have the amount of children you're supposed to have. Some of them's going to go to prison, some of them's going to go to Yale. Some of them's going to be a singer, some of them's going to be a plumber. But the point is, all of them, the whole group, and the whole shooting match under a roof, one is teaching the other. We're having these experiences. That is finding your abode. So when you're in a family and you're saying, whining, why was I born to that mom and daddy? Why did I do this? As you were talking about a while ago, how you like that? A while ago, saying it's so easy to blame your parents, for what they didn't do. They were either there or they weren't there, or there was too much love, or there was not enough discipline, or whatever. They could have been drug addicts, they could have been alcoholics, they could have been abusive, or they could have been any of those things, as this is saying. But that was the role. They were a teacher in that role for those children to learn, because they are going to go on and face other people in their lives. You're not getting the short end of the stick. That's my whole deal. This is what this is talking about. Don't oppose your life. Don't oppose your life. It is exactly the worst stories that you can hear, and that was pretty terrible. The story I heard this morning, if you're going to look at it, it's terrible. But I don't, because everything happens for a divine reason. But anyway, we are doing what we're supposed to do. And I mean in the midst when we are the most unhappy and the most depressed and the most even ill, when we're ill, it is for a reason. It is for something that we can't interpret. We never know, Faryn, why we're doing anything. And I mean that from the bottom of my soul. We can't possibly know why we're doing what we are doing. And the moment we think we do know, we need to cease immediately. Go ahead and read me some more of that.
Teaching involves endless repetition, and as if that wasn't enough, the person who gives the teaching, who bestows the golden nectar of knowledge, finds that the pupils understand it differently and do other things with it. We can only give people the tools and encourage them to develop the skills.
Okay. We can only get, like I'm sitting here doing this, whatever this is. I am saying that no matter, you don't have to have these books. You've got books. They could be cookbooks. They could be mysteries. They could be like the books you like to read, John Grisham books. If you will take whatever, that's what I'm saying, baby. What it is that you love, your life is surrounded by it. In your house, no matter if you turn to your right, if you turn in your back. I don't have a mirror tonight, but usually I'll do that too. Somewhere without you thinking, sometime when you're driving down the road, if you had a mirror and you're just driving down the road and you stop at a stoplight, take a mirror and look directly to your left, and see what's the first thing you see. Your life will never fail you, honey. It's going to completely run all the time, this fully animated movie, full of clues all day long. But you have to start paying attention to them. You have to pay attention. That's what's pay attention. Pay it. Mm-hmm. Pay it with your energy. Pay it with your concentration. You have to come out of your mind and be aware. Like right now, how are your feet placed?
On top of each other?
Okay, they're on top of each other for comfort. What kind of shoes you got on tonight? Don't look.
Flip-flop.
Okay, what color are they?
Black.
All right, they're comfortable. Mm-hmm. You feel good in them. Mm-hmm. Read the next sentence.
They then find their own way, grateful for how they have been equipped.
Woo! All right. Sandy, did you hear that? Teachers are grateful for the way that they were taught, but you're taught in pain. This show comes on with Hurt Me One More Time, please. Anytime that you have hurt or been hurt in this life is when you learned your lessons. Mm-hmm. We don't learn or remember too many of the times that are pleasant. We are learning and growing, just like a young bud of a flower that has to push its way through that hard earth. We are learning on the times and in the times that we're hurting. Am I advocating going out and trying to find somebody to hurt, be hurt, to hurt you? No, you're going to have that happen. But in those times, you're grateful after the time has passed. Okay, let's see. Whoa, we got to get on with it. Let's go with this one. Turn anywhere you want to, sweetie. Anywhere you want to, and just stop and read what you want to.
Charlie's magical ride. Charlie dashed out of the house without trying to say goodbye, even if he had been able to, leaping through the air until he arrived at the garage. Okay,
I love that. Charlie dashed out of the house without trying to say goodbye, even if, what?
He had been able to.
So in this, whatever this situation is, He was not able to say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people that their parents die, their boyfriends die, their girlfriends die, their lovers, children die, and they weren't able to say goodbye. This is saying that there are sometimes you can't say goodbye. That's why it is so important that every moment that I'm sitting here with you, that I'm conscious of your presence.
Yeah.
I'm conscious of it. So that when you're no longer here, I didn't need to say goodbye.
Right.
Because it's a good here. Not goodbye. It's a good here. We're here now. Okay, go ahead.
When he pushed back the old wooden garage door, he did not find his own bike, but in its place stood an unfamiliar jet black and chrome, strangely designed English racer.
Okay, stop. So he went to a garage. He arrived at a garage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's where he was finding his abode. Number 24.
Right.
He was finding his abode. And it happened to be a garage. And he thought on that day, that he was going to find his own bicycle. Because we become so familiar with things, we think they're always going to be there. But that's not the case at all. They're going to change. Slip back, hold tight, everything's going to be all right. Seasons change, people don't. All right, what else?
The oddly formed handlebars gave the impression of being something other than an ordinary bike. Charlie was fascinated by the unusual appearance. Boy, where did this smooth baby come from? Daddy must have bought it as a surprise for me. He straddled the sleek machine with grace and style. She's a real beauty, Charlie sang out. I bet she rides smooth as silk.
Okay, stop right there, honey. So Charlie determined that with the circumstances he had, it was not his bike. It had changed. It had transformed. So when something, now that's a positive thing, it seems like. Mm-hmm. But when you go into your life, into your life, I love that. Go into your kitchen, and let's say you have cooked a half a dozen of blueberry muffins, and you really wanted some muffins. You wanted them bad because you cooked them, and they were fresh blueberries and everything. You used your grandmama's recipe, and they were delicious. You go in there, and they're every bit gone.
Mm.
Okay? I know. You're going to be upset, right? But instead of looking at that and saying, who ate these muffins? Blah, 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 blah. Take it, good gracious, whoever ate these muffins, they loved it. I cooked it with love. I wanted them so bad myself, and somebody couldn't resist them. They ate them. I guarantee you there's something in that refrigerator that you could eat just as good. That piece of celery. Go ahead and smash you some peanut butter on it and say, I'll cook some more tomorrow. There'll be strawberry. Okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's come on over.